This is my Google Calendar, and my Google Calendar says that I have lecture today for 1 p.m. but no lecture on this morning. So that's why I received a photo from CD to say that okay, today I have lecture starting from 9:25. So I don't know about that, so I stay at home, looking at home actually. And this happened because you have a situation for me. Because each one spend 30 minutes, of course, you could relax, enjoy. But if you want paper 30 minutes for 300 people, you could say that I waste your time. Whatever is my phone or whatever is the CD attachment form, so we are wasting time. And actually we use the information system every day, evenly. For me, my working schedule for this week and this for the next week. This I also saw for the CD about the schedule for this for next week. Besides teaching here, I have several other duties, several working schedule like this one and this one. So nowadays, it depends much on technology. And I started to use computer since about 1990. It's been that almost 20 years. More than 20 years. But I still, today we still don't use, I still, don't use the information system incorrectly, in an incorrect way because misunderstanding. So technology supports us very much, but we still have some error, some trouble. And I wanted all of you could use the information system more effectively and to avoid unnecessary form like this one. And I discovered that, now, today, the department invite me, to have the lectures, I guess, today's lecture. I have received from 9:31 a.m. You mean that? Yes. Every day of your activities, sometime or somehow, all of your activities today will be recorded somewhere. You turn your computer on, you turn the mobile on. Some people know that we are doing something at some time. And for example, to talk with some other people. We know that everything will be recorded somewhere. Like this one. Be aware about it. So I have lecture informatics 2 and 3. Then we learn about operating system. Now, let's go it up. What's informatics? Let's go over here. I could ask anyone?
Hello.
What is informatics?
So I understand. Info in the word informatic is information, and matic is somehow machine, automatic machine. And the things I kind of understand as mathematics also is a combination between information, machine, and mathematics.
Yeah, okay. It's called syntactically. Syntactically, it means that information, combined from information and automatic. That's syntactically. I would like to ask about the semantic or the meaning of informatics. You could answer, I don't know. You could answer, I don't understand. You could answer, I don't remember. So what's your answer?
I don't really know this. So,
You don't know about that.
yeah.
He said that he does not know about that. I would like to say that's the wrong answer. With the question, what is informatics? You have three choices. The first one, like he said, I don't know. The second one, I suggest, I don't remember. The third one, I would like to suggest, I don't understand. I don't understand. He said that his answer, I don't know, I said that, is the wrong answer. Who could share with us about why I say that the answer I don't know is the wrong answer? I don't remember is an acceptable answer. I don't remember or I don't understand is an acceptable answer. What is different? What is the difference between the three answers?
I don't remember that you have answered this question before. You said that it's combined between information and automatics. So, yeah, that's the difference between three answers here. I don't understand because you remember what you just said and
Yes.
they understand.
Yes. He said that I don't know means I have never heard about it. I don't remember means I heard about it, but currently I don't remember. I don't understand means that I heard about it, but actually I don't know what is meaning. You see the differences between the three answers. And why I said that the answer I don't know is the wrong answer. Why? Why? Why I said that the answer I don't know is the wrong answer.
Well, I guess this I think that the people who are serious know relationship or in university you have to learn by myself, so learn by because they not learn on.
Yes, okay. Thank you. Every people have discussed about that question. I have told you about that question. And he has no right to answer me that I don't know. Because if you come back home, your parents ask you about what you learned about informatics. information today, you said that I don't know. Okay? So your parents who pay the money for you come here to learn, said that, yeah, they don't know what we teach you at our university. Right? The second thing, if other people know about that, why don't you? They pay the same amount of money, they pay the same amount of time and effort. So why these people, other people know about this, but not me? So ask yourself, in a lecture room like this one, after 3 years, some people got job offers, but 20% of our students, they say, no, thank you. I don't have job offer for you. So I ask again, in the third year, I ask our students, why some other people got job offers, but not you? Some people share with us, yeah, because they graduate already. We finish our job. We finish our duty. And he said that because I play game in the lecture. I'm trying my best to help you to discover the knowledge, the most active way of learning. But some of you don't care about my effort. So we are wasting time. We are wasting our effort. So I would like to have all of you work with me to learn something about our lectures. Right? Okay? So, share with me. Across 2 terms, you are not so familiar, I'm sure about that, about syntactic. Most of you, across many of you know about what is the difference between semantic and syntactic. Now, one of us say that informatics is the combination between information and automatic processing. That's the syntactic. About the meaning. Who shared with us about the meaning of informatics? Is that difficult for you? I don't think so. But whatever you hear about me, that's my knowledge. Whatever you talk about, write by yourself, that's your knowledge, not my knowledge. I wanted you to share your thinking because I wanted to know your knowledge, not my knowledge. Right? So who share with me about what is informatics? In short, we learn about what? Yeah, of course we are learning about informatics, but I'm asking you about what is the meaning of informatics? Means to use computer to automatically process information. Is that difficult to remember? Yeah, and I would like to show you because yesterday we have a meeting to defend our data science program. And this is the data science program. In the data science program, I would like to you have to learn those courses in 3 years. All of this is available on our website. all of the information is public on our website. And you could imagine, just for the second and for the third year, and this roughly the whole roughly the whole 180 graphics you have to pass. And you will see that introduction to informatics here is very, very small pieces we have to pass. You could imagine. Many other biology, chemistry, physics, linear calculus, for example. More probabilities, statistics, computer network, software engineering, operating system, we have fundamental database, advanced database, and in this only designed for data science courses. Image processing, computer vision, natural language processing, web text mining, you could imagine. Introduction to informatics just very starting steps for our long journey. And if you don't aware of what you have to finish in 3 years, you could understand why many of us could not finish our journey. You could understand why 20% of us don't have job offer after graduation. And I told to my son that the investment of us for you is the investment for the future. I don't expect that the amount of money, amount and effort, the time I spend with you after 4 years, 4.5 years, we will finish like 20% of our students. So I would like you to aware of what you have, what is your goal during the time you are at USTH. And here is teaching plan. I summarize here because sometimes we have, that is a past schedule, you have to learn 7 lectures at the same time. Sometimes we have maximum 6. This is the starting point when I joined ICT Lab. I have asked, try to arrange your schedule, how to avoid this situation. At the same week, same month, you have to work with 7 different subjects. Of course, I try my best to avoid that situation. Sometimes you have no lectures on January because that's the Lunar New Year. That's your journey. It lasts 2 years. So I would like to share actually my, not my duty to share with you this information, but I would like to share with you because that's good for you. I think that's good for you. And introduction, informatics, see? That's very small pieces you have to do. Very simple. And I have shown you about the simple test. Some places you don't have to learn. You could answer it correctly, easily. But for some information, that's information. And as I told you, one way to learn about something new is that you study about that. You read the definition, you read its characteristic, or properties, and another way is to compare it with another similar subject. For example, to compare between the Samsung mobile phone and iPhone, for example. You would understand more about the iPhone, understand more about the Samsung phone, for example. That's now about more abstract concept. What is the information? Who remember? I still didn't post my public my letter here, my slide here on the Moodle, but some of you could download it or have it or get the reference here because I will show you everything before you get the lecture because you know already the answer. My way of teaching is that you discover the answer during your learning process. So you discover the answer, you discover the knowledge by yourself, not by what I told you about it. Yeah, there have been different definitions. Some is for general purpose, some for information theory from some information theory paper, and some for purely information science. And because we are not all working in ICT field, but I would like you to take the most suitable for you, the definition for you. And I have told you about the IKW pyramid, and what is that pyramid?
The pyramids,
They means D means
D-I-K-Y
what
pyramid.
is D?
Data,
Data. I means
information.
information.
K is key,
Key.
and W is word.
P means
P là chìa khóa.
no.
Ah,
Yes. Okay. No answer is wrong answer. Yes. K is
K
no.
is the solution of the information I collect. I have an example like this because I have
Now try your best to use English. My English not so good. But
okay.
anyway, I have to.
If I have a work or a project, I need to find some solution, and the keys on the Google is a thing that helps me to have a better performance in my work and project.
Okay, thank you. Another idea?
The DIKW pyramid, the stock from bottom to the top in D stand for data,
A for data. D for
and
data.
I for information, K for knowledge,
Knowledge.
and W for wisdom.
Yes. Thank you. You could see the pyramid in different domain, in different field, and talking about different things. But this about data. Data means that just the number here. Looking at the number, looking at the symbols, we have almost nothing. We don't understand what is about, but we have some contact information. If some people said that, okay, this is a date in a year, so you could say that, okay, this is 9 December 2009, for example, with some context information. Just signal, because it's a past, it is a last lecture you learn about how to convert, how the information is transformed from the outside world into the computer world. And the first thing is that to transform the signal from infinite domain into finite domain. Yeah, we have some, and with some more conceptual information, with the combination of different informations. There are two informations here about some decisions, a date, so we could connect the source of information together to have something more abstract, more useful, and we also, about our inference process, we could conclude and we have richer type of information. How do computers store our information? You learn about that because you learn about how the analog world is converted into the digital world. Everything could be described by number. For example, in image domain, each pixel here is usually, I said that usually, because in many other cases, they use different type of representation. In this case, what we have often see in our pictures here is combine every pixel, every dot. Described by three values. The values, one values for the red intensity, green intensity, and blue intensity. RGB are the most popular format to store picture information. And in order to convert the analog world into digital world, we need a digital analog to digital conversion. And who has listened 3 versions of this song? Raise your hand if you have enjoyed. Some of you. I just recommend you. Thank you. Is that difficult for you to solve this homework?
Vietnamese and English.
Vietnamese, English, and
French.
French. 3 versions. Very nice, beautiful song. Now, I would like to ask you, some of you, share with me about what's the main difference between information technology and informatics. Now answer. Answer me. Yes.
What's the difference with information informatics and information technology?
What is the main differences?
What is the difference between informatics and information technology?
And your answer is?
I don't know.
You don't know. Wrong answer. Because I know that, in general, Vietnamese students are one of the most passive in learning. Because that's our culture. That's because our habit is our weakness. I admit that. Because when I went to Japan to learn my course, and it's difficult for me to say what I'm thinking about because we don't have. I was not trained to learn more actively. So what I wanted is that to let my students to learn to study more actively by asking more very frequently. If you don't ask me, I will ask you. That's different. So I would like to improve the interaction between the lecturer and the student. So what is the main difference between informatics and information technology?
So I think that for informatics, the difference between informatics and informatics technology is for informatics, you learn the way how their system works and how their components of the computer works. And for information technology, you learn about the inside out of the computer and the coding and stuff. Yeah, that's the main difference of informatics and information technology.
Yeah, thank you. Very close to what I wanted to transfer my knowledge to you. Next question.
I think informatics, everything related to electronic stuff, like computer, everything related to computer, all people, everything that works with electronics. But information technologies, it includes all the mathematics stuff, like computer mathematics, working with mathematics.
Many things, right? Now, my answer is rather simple. Informatics is mean you use computer and computer system to process information, to use. And information is technology about the science, not the science. Yeah. To create computer and computer system for other people to process information. So it's in short. Informatics you use the software that people already made for you to do your job. And information technology is to create the application, the software for other people to do their job. If you consider computer and information systems like the tools, so informatics means we use the tools for our work, and information technology is to create tools for other people. That's simple. Any question so far? Any question? Raise your hand if you have some question, comments. Yes?
Well, I'm wondering that if informatics is like something like a branch of information technology, because when I look at something like the faculties at the Hanoi University of Science and Technology, I see that there are many branches of information technology. We have the IT1, IT2, IT6, IT7, IT10, something like that. Yeah, and I see that informatics is like a branch, like the same level of AI or coding or computer science or something like that. So I'm wondering if it's a branch.
Another point of view, for example, informatics is a branch of information technology, right? Yeah, some people would say that I don't reject that view. Yeah, because it's concerning about computer and computer system, right? If you say that, okay, I'm software developer, of course I have also to use the tools. For example, different development tools, different IDE integrated development environment from other people. To do my job is to go to development, right? Another way is that information technology, I'm software developer, I'm software tester, for example. I also use different tools of other people who have already designed or developed for me. And to do my job is to do the test, for example. This means that if you are working in information technology, sometimes you're just to use the tool. Not of course your work is to develop some software for other people, but actually in fact your job is the very small fraction of the whole process to develop a complicated information system. So that's why in one aspect, information technology covers the informatics, covers the field of how to use computer software and hardware to do the job more efficiently and effectively. That's, yeah, I do agree with you. Yes, we have to ask, because as I said, one people ask, 300 people know the answer, right? One people asks the question, 300 people knows the answer. Now we learn about operating system. Yeah, we started from the beginning. What do you know about operating system? Now, suppose that you're learning about informatics today, and when you come back to your home, your sister asks, what is operating system? What will you say? This covers the knowledge concept called community concept. Now, answer the question instinctively. Now, you could answer me, I don't know. Because no one has told you, I have not told you about what is operating system, right? So your answer, I don't know now, is accepted. But tomorrow, I ask you what is operating system. You said that I don't know. That's the wrong answer. Right?
Yeah.
So what's your question? What's your answer? Now, suppose that you know that every computer has CPU, sensor, processing unit, have memory to store the information temporarily or permanently in the RAM or hard disk. We have input-output devices to have computer to take in the data, to take in the information, and to produce the information. It has display, to help us to see what is inside the computer, what is in, what is out of our information. So the question is, why do we need an operating system? Very naive question. And think about it. Of course, I don't want to release you the answer first. We could find the answer in the next slide. But I wanted you to actively discover what you wanted to know. Why? Answer the question. Why is it?
In my opinion, we need an operating system because this system can control every part of a computer.
Yes. It's that simple because we need some program to control every component, every unit in the computer, in our computer, right? If we don't have program, RAM is just the RAM. So the operating system decides what will be put into the RAM, what will be put into the hard disk, what will be put into the display, how to take A plus B, for example, to produce C, for example. Yeah, that's the very instinctive answer. My more easier question, what operating system do you know? First, what is my operating system? Windows. Second operating system, In the past, the Nokia mobile phone, smartphone use what operating system? Who have the experience to use Nokia phone? Nokia? Yes, of course. My next question would be, why do we need so many types of operating system? Okay, let's talk about the operating system. Oh, that's my answer. Yeah, okay. What is an important from an operating system? Yeah. This picture I took from our textbook. An operating system provides an interface between the user, applications, and the hardware. Because we design or people build the computer for the user. So if we wanted to work with our computer, we need an operating system to work with. When we type the keyboard, the computer knows that the user typing some commands right there. The application software wanted to print out something, so the operating system let the application to use the printer. From this definition of this illustration, who has the question? Who has the question? Because some of you in the future you may have to design or to develop an operating system for the company. Of course, some of you. So what happens if we are given the task to develop an operating system? To develop this one. Okay, please develop an operating system for me. So, what the most important task or functionality of an operating system? Who has any idea? Of course, it's rather deep question. But try to think and find the answer. Raise your hand if you have any idea. Just think about it. For this figure, we could say that if we don't have operating system, what happens? People could not work with a computer. Computer could be like a paper or anything else, and we could not work with the application software. Could not work with. Now look at into more detail about this figure. This figure I took from our textbook. The user here and applications as. Why many applications? Now let's imagine you are using your mobile phone. Now let me ask you. Now that's time for you to use your mobile phone. Share with us about what applications is running in your mobile phone. Let me show you. In Windows system, we have different ways to see what is actually running inside my computer. The first way, I use the task manager. In the task manager, we have different. It shows us many things, many applications is running inside my computer. I'm not sure if you could see my screen clearly, but here Adobe Acrobat, because I'm opening some document like this one. It has Microsoft Edge, Microsoft Office, PowerPoint, Paint, I'm not sure what. Paint, many applications. Okay, this is what I saw on my desktop. But beside, there are so many things are running inside my computer. ASUS Software Manager, ASUS Optimization from storage. A lot. And if we look at that's process. Service or detail here. We could see that one application of Acrobat Reader, there are server instances running and many other things. Actually, this running, it uses this percentage of CPU. It uses this amount of memory, and this is the description. This one way to inspect what is running inside my computer. Another way, I would like to connect to one server that I'm running my computer, running my program. This I'm using another computer. This is a cluster server, and I wanted to inspect what's my job is running by using QStat. For example, Q means Q. I have two CPU tasks here running on this PC cluster. I would like to see many other job or tasks are running, who is running what on my computer, or even different way. What process are running on my account. This is another operating system. Now, it's time for you to inspect what is running inside your mobile phone. Some of you who use the iPhone, raise your hand. And who use iPhone and know that what is running in your iPhone. Because what we are using now is just one part of what the computer are doing. So how to inspect your computer, how to inspect what is running inside your mobile phone. Do you know how? Who use Android mobile phone? Yes. You know how to inspect what is running inside your mobile phone?
Yeah.
Share with us.
Okay, so I know in this tutorial ask some of you to use the Samsung. Okay, to know what do you use any of your application in what is the application running in your mobile phone? Just press it on the left. The left have a square, so you can know what is the application.
Another is in, okay, another way is go to the setting, right?
Yes.
That in setting we have many functionalities for you to inspect your computer. Now, coming back to our lectures. Coming back to our lecture, we have a same set of hardware. How many CPU are there in your computer usually?
8.
Yes, 8 cores, right? How many processes supporting that? Yeah, I inspect my computer right now. There are different ways to inspect my computer. There are different ways. Yeah, different ways to inspect the hardware components of the computer. This Intel Celeron 1.1 GHz and 4 GB of RAM. Windows specification, something like that one. And there are so many applications are running. Suppose that in your family there's one TV set, but your parents want to watch movie, you want to watch a football match, your sister wanted to listen to a song. Suppose that there's one set, a TV box, but 3 users want to see the television at the same time. What will you do?
Okay, so I think this is a very, very complicated question. But we cannot, like in Doraemon, the story, they it's the TV is like 2 or 4. We cannot do like that. So I think the way that you can do if you use the MET Place box or some Apple Play box that is running 2 applications in one time.
It means that, one way to split the screen into different parts, and each one watches the part they wanted.
But the sound is
Not the sound, but yes, exactly. What about the sound system? Now, all process requires CPU, requires RAM memory, require to access, writing and reading the hard disk, require to display the information on the screen. So, what would you do?
Can you say the question again?
Yeah. There are different programs, and actually in PC cluster, actually there are many people are using the computer servers. And many people are using the same computer system. And in this on the server, and this is on my personal computer. Many applications, many instances, or many processes are running on my computer. They require to access the hard disk, right?
Yes.
They require to access the internet. They require to display the information on the screen. Even they wanted to play sound.
Yes.
So that's what the operating system do. It let different programs they let different users, different application software to use the same set of hardware at the same time. That is the core task of any operating system. The iOS have to solve this problem. The Windows have to solve this application, so solve this problem. The Mac OS, the Linux, the Unix have to solve for multi-user operating system. It has to solve to support the thousands of users, not only single user like in our personal computer, not like mobile phone, for example. And also it serves for many applications to access to the same unit of hardware at the same time. That's operating system. And your homework now is, if you have mobile phone, you have laptop, you have a desktop at your home, or if you are using some server hardware. Firstly, your first homework is to inspect the configuration of every component. And I would like to say that different operating systems provide you different tools to inspect your computer, to inspect what is running inside your computer. And in the past, because now the computer virus, it means that unexpected program is running inside the computer, but with the bad purposes. But we don't know. But in the past, in order to discover when we don't have some antivirus program, we have, in the past, we have to inspect every process. Here, inspect every process here, and to see, okay, what process, which process belongs to what program, and I found that, okay, inside of my computer, there's one suspected software is running, and it could be a virus, a small program, to try to manipulate my computer, to steal the computer and information, to steal what I'm typing in my computer. So understand your hardware, understand what is doing is the one way to manage your work. And in the confession, one student asked the question, and also some students emailed me about, okay, I'm the first year ICT student, what computer I would buy? So I share with the student. This is my laptop, And how much you think my laptop? How much?
27 Vietnam đồng.
27,
27 million Vietnam đồng.
27, 27
Yeah, 27 million.
million.
Yeah.
Okay, next answer.
Is that Samsung?
Asus.
Asus.
Very right. The first answer is 27. Next answer. Guess. 7.5 million. Yes. Next question. Next question. Asus.
Can I see it closer?
Yes. I'm using this computer for my daily use.
E210
Of course, you could search on the internet. Sure. About that. How much? Next question. We need three answer. 13 million. Yes, the right answer was I bought this computer 5.9 million Vietnamese dollars
Oh my god.
for my daily use. Of course, I have another desktop. I have another server to run the program, of course. But for my teaching activity, I need this one. 5.9 million Vietnamese dollars.
Do you get a cell?
Now it's become 7.5 like you said.
Yeah.
A bit more expensive, but I equipped for my son, also the first year ICT student, PC set, Dell PC set, less than 15 million Vietnamese dollars. And I think that it's enough for him to do study. Of course, for playing game is not enough.
15 triệu.
Yes. So the most important thing when you buy a computer is to determine for what purpose. For playing game is rather complicated, right? More 100 million Vietnamese don't also not enough for you. But for your study, consider about your parents' pocket. So let's take 5 minutes break.
Không ai bằng tiếng Anh. Giờ này là video. Xếp đâu vậy? Chào ạ. Chắc luôn mà.
asked me about how operating system manage to let different user, different applications to use a single set of hardware, and I said that is rather difficult question because rather deep question because it belongs to the ICT field, information technology and information and telecommunication technology. But I would like to say that, like the operating system, also like the internet network, the problem is that we have to do scheduling. It means that because we have just only one hard disk. But for example, many applications want to use the hard disk. So how the operating system solve the problem? So in generally, it belongs to the optimization field or scheduling field. For example, application one wanted to write something on the hardware. Application 2 wanted to write something on the hardware. Application 3 wanted, and you see that in my computer, there are 100 processes are running. So what the operating system do is that, to estimate how much of time and effort to finish the job, the application one submit the requirement, submit the job to the operating system, submit the job to operating system, to submit the job to operating system. For example, in the case of the printer, the hardware is the printer. It serves the first come, first serve. It means that if you wanted to print the document from 2 applications, the operating system let the first application submit first to print out the documents. To let the next application to submit the job to print out the documents. That's for the printer case. But for example, in the case the application want to write to the hard disk, for example, 10 minutes. When you download some files from the internet to your hard disk, it may take 10 hours, for example, for Windows update. So the operating system cannot finish all the job of the Windows update 10 minutes to write to use the hard disk because it's wasted because we have to wait the data transmitted from Microsoft server into the computer, and after that write to the hard disk. It means that it cannot let another application, Microsoft Word for example, or Acrobat Reader, to wait for 10 minutes after the first job finished. So the operating system is I let you to write 1.5 second the data, and after that I serve for another application. The problem in scheduling is that to let one application to use the hardware component for how long in some period of time. Also for the internet connection also. All of us connect to the server and everyone send this different request to the server. So the server have to serve different requests, They have to arrange the job. How to optimally to serve all the requests as fast as possible. So that's the main task of operating system. And in this picture, I would like to illustrate about if we with the operating system, OS layer in between, the hardware component will serve only one application at the same time. With the application in the middle layer, the application here, it permits different applications to use the hardware component at the same time. Not actually at the same time, but finish all the requirements, all the requests of different applications, different users. So that's the main task. Also, this is not only for the operating system, but also for the networking system. And more deeply in the operating system, the operating system not only one program, it's a set of programs, and each program is called kernels, and each kernel serves for different purposes. It means that in Windows operating system, there are several programs to serve for the printing purpose. Several programs to handle the message from our mouse, several cache the command from the keyboard, and to display the information on our screen. This means that's why in our task manager there are so many processes running, and most of them are kernels. This means that the component of the operating system. And the definitions of operating system to help you to have a quick answer, quick description about what is an operating system. Now, my question is that please read different definitions. I also took the definition from different sources and let you to select the most suitable, most easy to remember definition. And in the next lecture, I would like to ask you again what is an operating system. Because when you learn about operating system, you could answer your parents, you could answer your friend about what is an operating system. In a most easy way to understand, most easy way to remember. Now, and what is an operating system? This question is also in our text. Which one do you prefer? 3 operating systems. Which one do you prefer? Input, use the answer for my question. Which one do you prefer?
I think the second one.
The second one. So, what is the second one?
Well, the software system that allows software integration to build a single set of hardware components at the same time.
That's you prefer, right? You have the right to select what you prefer most. Thank you. Which one do you prefer? The first, the second, and the third. Not see. Not see. So it's better if you sit over there. Right? You have a lot of things there. More easier for you to see what is on the screen, right? Which do you prefer?
I think it's the program.
The first, the second, and the third.
Yes, the first.
The first one. So what is it? The program is responsible for managing the user device. Yeah, because I try to show you what is exactly inside my computer. So I let you to select the difference for you because we have no unique definitions for the operating system. It depends on different point of view, but because my view is from a computer scientist, so I prefer also the second one. But which one depends on you? Computer architecture. Yes. Actually, your computer now is much stronger than my computer in the 90s. Much stronger because in the past we have just only the floppy disk, 1.44 megabytes. The hard disk around 16 gigabytes. But now the computer, your mobile phone is 64 gigabytes and 4 gigabytes of RAM, so it's much stronger than the computer in the past. And but all the platforms, including desktop, tablet, mobiles, and server clusters, have such basic components. Now, have you ever heard about the boot process? Who heard about the boot process? You know that. Now let's imagine what happened when I push the power button on. Your mobile phone has the power button, right? Your desktop has the power button. Your notebook has the power button. Your notebook? No? The power here?
Yeah, this is my, this is the power button.
Yes.
But this is my...
Okay, sometimes I say that sometimes people use the notebook. I use the term notebook for the laptop computer. Now, let us talk about what happened when we push the power button on. You know, on or off? Yes, of course. We talk about on first. So share us about.
When I use my laptop, when I put the power button, when it's on and it will turn on the screen and go to the what is logo of my my Dell laptop is appear and it have option to go to the boost the boost screen, and if I press the button, something like F12 and F10, the movie screen appear, and I can do anything I want in this screen.
Now we're talking about when we totally shut down our mobile phone. When we turn off our mobile phone. When I shut down my computer. When I shut down my PC, my laptop. When the administrator shut down the caster. And after that, I wanted to use my computer again. I push the button on. What is happening now in my computer?
It's go to sleep.
Just one. Go very fast because now what happened when I push the button on, power button on, and to this moment, there will be something happen, right?
Yes.
And what is the process? Because sometimes when you turn your desktop on, there's some beep, 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 and your computer could not work. The operating system, the Windows, could not start like this one. Thus, we need to learn, need to master, we need to understand, because in the future, your computer may be broken. And you need to know what happens. And when you know what happens, the reason why your computer does not work as usual, you know how to fix it. And this is the most commonly used process to boot or to start your computer. It's called the basic input-output system. When you push the button, the power button on, there are some already installed program, small program. It's turned on as the BIOS, basic input-output system. Initialize the hardware. It wakes up the computer hardware. And at that time, our hard disk start to rotate. And the computer, the program called the code store in master boot record to start, because sometimes one computer, for example, my laptop, could install two types of operating system. Who install two operating systems on on your computer? Yes. He installed on his desktop. In his desktop, there are two operating systems. For example, how do you select the operating system to run on your computer?
I can change the order on which operating system I want to open first in BIOS.
Okay. The first way is to tell the computer that I have installed two operating systems on my computer, and which will be open first. That's the first option. The computer, we save this request somewhere, and the computer execute the setting by default, right? And the second way is who has experience to let the user to select which operating system do you want to use, right? So that's the task of so-called the BIOS, or the small program already installed on your hardware. And I don't know on my computer. Yes. And let the information stored in the master boot record. And after that, the master boot record loads the code like small program. Yeah. Because in your hard disk, in your computer could be had their server hard disk, and in each physical hard disk may be their server logical hard disk, and each logical hard disk may be installed one operating system. So that's why that's the process. And usually, in most of your computer, there's one so-called the BIOS. And in this BIOS, they store the information, like he said. We store the date and time of the computer. It stores the program to wake up the computer. It stores the program to read the data from the hard disk. First, because the information we store in the hard disk is permanent. It's still there if we have no power. And into more detail, here is what. Here's what. Usually you don't see this interface, right? But when you have, it depends on the computer. When we wake up when we wake up the computer, there are some shortkeys to start this program to let you to change, for example, the date and time of the system, the order of starting the operating system, the order of reading the hard disk, and different information like this one. And you could practice. I think that most of you don't know about the BIOS setup process. And one homework for you today is that if you have the PC, you have the laptop, try with the BIOS setup to see what is inside the BIOS setup. It lets you to set different configurations for starting up your PC. Start up your computer. And after that, it follows the BIOS master boot process. It runs the program, read the program, load the program, run the program, read the program. And after that, this is actually the illustration of a typical hard disk. In a typical hard disk, this is the boot loader, the partition table has the information how many logical hard disks inside the computer. The hard disk. And each logical hard disk here you could install different operating system. And the first step of the operating system is that would ask which one you like to run, which one you like to use. And in the practice hour, you will have chance to try with two different operating systems in the same computer. And usually, the first way it put, and this is inside the master boot record. It consists of different information to start the computer. And here, as I said, the master boot, the BIOS program could ask you to use which one you like. Usually, the first one will be run after 15 seconds, 20 seconds, usually 20 seconds. If you don't select the operating system, so the computer, the BIOS, we select the first one for you. And you could change the order of operating system by setting somewhere in the setting. And after that, the operating system starts. And I could use computer by the operating system. So my homework is try to discover what is inside your computer. And here are some statistics just for your information about different operating systems. Android, Windows, in different platforms, for example, for desktop, for notebook, and it changed. This is rather, you could this in 2019. And just let's do some operating systems movie. As we see,
Theo thân là thầy người dùng. now, the first time I used the Mac, iPhone
the upper computer is around 2003, 2003 because I went to Japan to study my master program on 2000, and at that time, my school used mainly the Unix operating system, and my dad also provide to have some PC and some Mac computer. The first time I used a Mac computer, and I feel that the user interface is amazing because at that time the Windows is still very at that time the Windows operating system is when compared with the Mac OS is very beautiful. And after that I decided not to use any product of Apple, including laptop, including smartphone, and you know why? You know why? Because, you know why? I have no iPhone, I have no iPad, I have no MacBook, because I have no Mac PC. Because I feel that if I use any product of Apple, I could not use the product from other company. So that's why I decided not to use any product of Apple. That's my personal thinking. But it's concerning about the question of why do we need so many types of operating system? For Apple, we have Mac OS, we have iOS, we have different operating systems. For Windows, we have Windows 11, Windows Server, we have Windows Phone. For Unix, we have Unix, we have Linux, we have Ubuntu. Now, my question. Come back to our first question. Why do we need so many kinds of operating systems? Share your thinking. We are learning. We don't know yet. Share thinking. Why? Share thinking. It's not so difficult. Answer the question is bit different. Why we have so many types of smartphone? Why do we have many types of laptop? Why do we have many types of car? Now, share.
I think that the main reason why we have so many different operating systems is that each operating system is tailored to the different kind of hardware and the purpose that we intend to use. So for instance, the Android iOS, we focus more on the user experience and the stability of each app, while Windows is more versatile in use on different applications. And Linux or Unix in general is focused more on server side. Since can utilize hardware on a lower level and better utilize RAMs in its way lighter than compared to Windows and macOS.
He said that we have different type of hardware. So we could not bring a very huge operating system into a very small machine. And in the ICT field, after that year, when you design a program, running or develop a program on an edge device, IoT device, it usually requires you to code the program in C, purely C. But to develop a program on a large PC or a server, you could use different high-level programming language. Because we have different configuration of the hardware, so it requires different operating system were developed for, firstly, as he said, different hardware type. The second is the purpose of the design. Unix or Linux in general is designed for server. It serves for many users at the same time. It serves for many tasks at the same time. So it need not the user experience. It need not a very beautiful user interface, and mostly it uses the command line interface like this one. Just the command line like this one. The Microsoft DOS, there are different ways of seeing the configuration like this one. And for example, Windows also provides us the command line user interface like this one. And in order to know about information about my computer, 64, right? Who knows it? No. No. Forget the comment. Who remember? 64. I forget. Okay, I forgot. And one way. I don't know why I couldn't run the system. Yeah, because you see that in order to know the system information. We could use a function commander and use the task manager like this one. The second way is to see the property of my computer. It displays the property of my computer here, different type of information. The third way is to run the command system info. It provides more detailed information. The third way is I use some software to see the system information, like this one. Hardware, software, network, like this one. And for your practice, to find the system information of your mobile phone and every devices that you are using, and in the practice hour, you also try different way to manage your computer in different way, like this one. You could see that, yeah, with the program system before here, the same thing for different operating system, for Mac, for iOS, for Linux, for Unix. Yeah, it provides very detailed information, including the BIOS version here in 2020. And your homework, we partly solved the homework today by his question, but by his answer, different to prepare, because it's the future. You work at different department may use different operating system. So you can manage the operating system. And just remember, so this slide, we have a single set of computer hardware and the operating system have system and applications program different server, different user. And this your practice to find the computer hardware, to study about operating system, try to install some computer program into your computer. I said that for Windows, it's rather easy to install a new computer, a new program. And I strongly recommend you to use the Token Commander to install this software. I use this software, this type of software for almost 10 years. And I strongly recommend you to do different tasks with your operating system. Install new software, find information, install new phone, for example, into the Windows system. And I strongly recommend you to websites, Rest for Quest. You could study almost everything at different level, and many other resources. The content of this slide will be in the text. So I would like to end my lecture here today, and sorry for the 30 minutes late. Due to the misunderstanding, misconnection between me and the department. And if you do have any question, contact me or ask me by email or ask me in the next lecture. Right? So thank you very much for today's lecture.